let's just get this out of the way right up front. Yes, I have a huge zit on my nose. It's hideous.
First, a quick review. When we first purchased the Mountain House, it had these beautiful covered decks on 3 sides. However, our home inspector did warn us that this particular deck had some serious problems. After a while, we began to notice that the deck was sinking, resulting in the roof sinking with it. It got so bad that some of the support posts couldn't really do their job. Now, when the previous owners found out about this, they were very gracious and voluntarily sent us a sizable check to help with repairing the deck. Thanks again, Bobby. However, when I talked to our contractor Andrew about it, he said that the job would be way over our budget even with the extra money. I struggled with it for almost 2 years before we finally decided we needed to upcycle the deck. We would scavenge as much of the materials as we could for other projects. Now, you've already seen how we used some of the old deck boards to finish the back deck project. Woo! And it was easy enough to remove and save the metal roof panels. But when it came to the rest of the roof structure, nope.
Well, you got the pose down for sure.
This is a familiar pose. My buddies Craig and Doug came over to help, and the old deck put up a real fight. We ended up having to cut it to pieces in order to take it apart. Frankly, the roof of the deck was just too well built. It was at this point that I started to get that hollow feeling in my stomach, thinking I had made a huge mistake. Did we really need to delete this deck?
Wow, look at all those nails. It's a whole pack of them.
As the roof started coming apart, it became very apparent that while yes, the roof was very sturdy, everything from there down was not. Ooh, he's moving. Okay, I have to hold the post.
Okay.
So you have to take
taking that off the top.
Because this is not.
You kind of hold what you got for a second.
Not confidence is fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's not connected at all. No nails, no nothing. How exactly does that bear weight? I pulled on this one and it just came right out. What? It just came loose. So I've been wondering if these were going to have concrete under them and if they're going to be really hard to pull out. That would be a negative. I wonder why this deck is falling down. Even these non-structural utility pole stumps were completely rotted. Yep, they're done.
We were safe.
We were walking on this. So yeah, deleting the deck was the right decision. Now you may be thinking, but Trent, couldn't you just fix the piers and everything else would be fine? Well, the problem is, to get to the piers, you have to take the rest of the deck apart anyway, and you saw how much trouble we had taking the deck apart. It just wouldn't have worked. The good news is that we were able to scavenge about half of the deck materials, although the rest of it did have to go to the dump. And our front window now has a much better view. But the big question now is, how are we going to fill in this huge space that used to be a deck? I guess you'll have to subscribe to find out. Spoiler alert, it will involve spending Bobby's money.